Good morning to ya. DJ Wonder Chrissy here at ya, and we're going to talk a little bit about some finance. Got the guitars a-blazing. Let me bring the music. It's Saturday, March 23rd, and we got a good show for you as we always do. Gotta love that music to get you going this morning. Start your weekend out right. Yeah, okay, let's get going with the show. Let's get going with the show. We got a good one for you today. What do we got here? Let me get it up on the screen here. It's not showing up for some reason. Let's see here. Because it's, it's breaking news. Yeah, it is breaking news for sure. There it is. Okay. Breaking news, as you only get here on Land Cruiser Midwest. Cars. Oh, our channel, we do car shows and everything, but I also wanted to bring you updates what's happening with cars. If you haven't noticed, car dealers have been stacking up the cars big time. There's like a Toyota and a BMW Mazda dealer by me that had pretty much nothing for the last year and a half, and now they're stocked full. There's some other places. There's another big Mazda dealer, probably about 25 minutes from my house. My God, you would not believe the cars. And Volkswagen too. Mazda and Volkswagen. Oodles and oodles of cars. And now the report's coming out that Ford, they might have a quality issue, but I think that because the price of these trucks, F-150 trucks, especially the Lightnings aren't selling. Those are the EVs. People can't afford the $80,000 for a Ford pickup. So we've got this report here out of Michigan. Let's see what they're saying about the cars that are stacking up on a speedway there. Thousands of trucks are getting stockpiled for now, and they're not going to the dealer.
Number one selling truck, the F-150.
Now, across southeastern Michigan, there are thousands of 2024 F-150's, just like what you'll see here stockpiled, waiting to be shipped to dealers. Now, seeing stockpiled vehicles was really a common sight back during the pandemic because of the microchip shortage.
So that begs the question, is this the same issue we're dealing with now, or is this something different? Well, 7 Action News reporter Peter Maxwell...
Don't believe what they tell you, folks.
Hundreds, if not thousands, of brand new 2024 Ford F-150s like these right here.
Look at that. Look at all those trucks. Minimum $80,000, $70,000 and up. Look at that. Oodles and oodles of trucks, and they're sitting on the books of Ford. Ford Motor gonna have some problems if they can't move these.
Here have been sitting in lots across Metro Detroit and just a stone's throw away from...
And in case you don't know, Ford doesn't get paid for this until it hits the dealer lot. And once it hits the dealer lot, sometimes if they're offering incentives or they're financing it for the dealer, Ford's on the hook a little more too. So it can mean the downfall of the auto industry when they start stacking up like this, folks.
Ford World Headquarters. So we inquired to Ford to figure out why. Drone 7 video shows hundreds of 2024 Ford F-150s stockpiled in Dearborn, right off Mercury Drive, waiting to be sent to dealers across Metro Detroit and across the country. You might be wondering...
Notice there's a beautiful office building in the background they're tearing down too while we watch. But this is in Dearborn. They also had a bunch of them out at the Speedway further away from Detroit.
Wondering why? This time, it's not a chip shortage, but what Ford calls a quality control issue. Issues like
quality is job last, is what I always say. I would never buy a Ford at this point in my life. After all the recalls, they had like 6 million recalls last year. Number one brand to be recalled in 2023. Do a Google on it. It's sad. It's sad. They send these send these cars out and then they fix them later.
Ford F-150 owner Jamie Durnast, who picked up his Ford F-150 pickup truck back in 2018.
Here's from the parrot's mouth. I mean, this guy's going to tell you the truth. He just bought one.
The day I went to bring it home from the lot, the AC compressor took a dump on it, so I couldn't even drive it home.
And for Jamie, he says it's a great truck and loves it, but the issues keep popping up.
I got an issue now, actually, trying to take it to the dealer for. It's got a cooling leak, just a line. Power inverter went bad on it.
Automotive.
And that was a new truck, folks. He just named 3 things on a new vehicle. That would just piss you off just a little bit, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it piss you off? Wouldn't make you laugh. Certainly would not make me laugh. Oh, man.
Industry expert John McElroy says quality control has been a problem for Ford over the years. In January, Ford issued a recall for over 112,000 F-150's.
Look at that. There's a recall just on F-150's. I'm sure that doesn't include the EVs.
Built between 2021 and 2023.
This latest problem with the F-150 is definitely going to hurt the company from a financial standpoint.
Did you hear that? Let's play that again.
Problem with the F-150 is definitely going to hurt the company from a financial standpoint. It's something I know they're working on, but they haven't solved.
Just the context too. Stellantis, which makes Jeep and Dodge Rams, just laid off 400 office workers in the Michigan area. 400 good-paying, salaried office jobs, IT, computers, gone. We're watching before our eyes the demise of the auto industry again. Is the government going to have to step in and sort this out? They just might, folks.
Ford CEO Jim Farley, who took the helm in 2020.
You can't believe anything this guy says. This guy's actually related to Chris Farley. I don't know if you realize that, but Jim Farley is related to Chris Farley of this old Saturday Night Live. Can you believe that? Well, I don't know if I have anything for there. Nope, I don't have any. I used to have some videos of that, but there you go. Jim Farley's related to Chris Farley. So he's a comedian.
Has said multiple times that quality control is a big issue for him and is working to address the problem.
Yeah, it's a big issue, but you need to fix it, doofus.
And get it right. McElroy says they need to dig deep.
Look at all those cars. I got dealerships out here that look like this.
Deeper.
It's got to dig deeper into why it's got these problems. And, blaming it on suppliers is easy enough to do. But why are suppliers having these kind of quality problems? Are there last-minute design changes? Is Ford trying to source to the cheapest parts that it can possibly buy? I don't know. But it seems to me that you've got to dig deeper than they have so far.
I reached out to Ford for a comment, and they said in part, quote, thousands of trucks are in transit, and for the last several...
Yeah, they're in transit because they don't get paid for them until they show up at the dealer, folks. I'm here to tell you, though, some of the dealers are not taking them anymore, too. So that puts the Ford into a bind when dealers say, no mas, no mas.
Weeks, we've been ramping up shipments as we complete thorough launch quality checks to ensure these new F-150 trucks meet our high standards and delight customers. For Jamie, he likes how Ford is taking ownership to fix the problems that need to be addressed.
I've been real happy with that truck, so if I make them better than that, I'll buy another one in a heartbeat.
In Dearborn, I'm Peter Maxwell, 7 Action News.
Good.
Okay, so there's one video. Let's watch another video. So not only do they have one spot where they're stacking these things like candy, here's another one where they've got a whole nother lot. Let's actually, no, it's not this one. Hold on, gotta go back further. Let's see here. Oh, Where is that video? Let's see if we can find it for you folks. Here we go. Brooklyn, Michigan.
Michigan International Speedway, the attraction is usually on the racetrack, but what has some people talking is what's going on in the parking lot. News 10's Mars Anderson spoke with people out in Brooklyn about Ford's stockpile of F-150's.
Countless Ford F-150's are hitting the dealership lots in Michigan. Instead, they're filling up parking lots at the Michigan International Speedway.
It's really amazing, that many vehicles out there. There has to be a couple thousand trucks.
People in Brooklyn who have driven past the Speedway don't know why Ford has placed their trucks in the Speedway's lots, but think it's for several reasons.
My guess is Ford has too much inventory.
We thought maybe it was something to do with the chips, not being able to get chips, but we really don't know.
Your guess better than mine.
That's what I think. I think people can't afford them. They're sitting over there. I think I heard they're waiting for parts. I don't know if that's true or not.
Ford previously stockpiled pickups near Detroit Metro Airport and the Kentucky Speedway while awaiting parts. In a statement to News 10, Ford says, "We started shipping the first newly designed F-150 pickups to dealers in February. In 2024, F-150 Lightning trucks started shipping in January. Thousands of trucks are in transit, and we expect to ramp up shipments in the coming weeks as we complete thorough launch quality checks to ensure the new F-150 trucks meet our high standards and delight customers." Although the Speedway is providing the Big Three automaker room to house this inventory, Ford is going to have to ship out.
So they're basically telling you the trucks that they built didn't meet, had some issues, and now they're trying to find those and fix them. Not sure I'd want one of those cars. If I was spending my hard-earned money, and believe me, folks, these cars cost a pretty penny at this point. They are not cheap. Mark my words, do a search and you'll find out these things run $70,000 to $110,000. You're making a huge commitment when you buy one of these trucks, and you might not be happy after the first couple of months.
Have to pick up soon ahead of the Speedway's summer event.
Look at all those.
Events coming up here in June, July.
Yeah, listen to what this guy's saying. He said they got to move them because there's stuff that's going to be taking place at this Speedway. It's not just a parking lot for Ford.
Got the faster horses and a NASCAR race coming up.
They're going to need the room. It's going to be a zoo in July, so that's a few months away.
Michigan.
So the timeline is ticking on Ford. We'll give them some time to fix their problems. And full disclosure, I'll tell you, I've got couple of people I know that work for Ford. I haven't talked to them recently, but they're well aware that Ford's got issues. They're well aware that quality isn't what it used to be, but it's a job, folks. Take it from a person that worked for a Fortune 100 companies almost all my life. It's a job. It's a job. You got to put up with the BS that they give you, and you keep cashing those paychecks on a weekly basis. So let's just hope for those people that I know that the paychecks keep coming and they don't find themselves out in the cold looking for a job, right? We've talked about that before on this channel too, that you need to put your money in a safe place. You need to be careful. You need to have a stash of cash, a nest egg to rely on when things go bad. So let's get into it. Here's a video of some people that didn't keep track of their money and got scammed out. There was 2 scams. I'm going to bring one of them here to you today in Chicago, where some people invested in a non-existent hydrogen plant that these guys on YouTube, were marketing. They took in $50 million and spent it on themselves. They were 2 accountants somewhere in Chicago area or something, and finally they got arrested, and it's unraveling. There's a civil lawsuit going on. It's pretty nasty, and listen to this, and you'll want to make sure that you take care of your money a little bit better than some of these people did.
They thought they were investing their savings in a clean energy hydrogen plant, but
it's all about the clean energy. It's the green stuff. That's a good bet. That's a good bet on the market.
It never existed. Clients of a Chicago area businessman and his partner tell the same investigators
is the first look at the allegations in a class action lawsuit filed today in Cook County.
They decided to move to Chicago.
Businessman
Big money going around here. Big money lost here, folks.
Paul Croft.
Hey, welcome to the ride.
Here's the guys that took in the $50 million and spent it like their own.
And his partner J.D. Frost took self-promotion to a new level on social media.
Transparency is going to be huge as a part of this show.
You know, you see things on social media that, you know, there are.
This guy on the right is one of the shills that that invested $85,000 of his own money and lost it.
You know, Lamborghinis and gold chains and all that stuff. And like, unfortunately, that for me looked good enough. And I thought that.
Client Sid Larson tells me Croft and Frost's social media made them seem legit, so he agreed to invest $85,000 in their scheme. Financial records show Croft and Frost raised about $30 million for a hydrogen plant that was supposed to be at one point in Indiana.
The problem is that it never.
And as I talk about here, so these two guys are in Illinois, Chicago specifically, and they're talking about a plant that there was going to exist or supposedly under construction in Indiana. Did not exist. Did not exist. It was not at all physical. No one took the time to drive over there to check it out.
Or was anything. They spent about $200,000 on architects, and that's about it.
But this hydrogen plant never existed.
No.
Attorney Alex Loftus has spoken to about 100 clients who say they were defrauded
100 people were stupid enough to invest in this.
in that scheme and a real estate scheme, taking $50 million in all.
Of which...
Be careful where you put your money, folks. I'm not giving you investment advice, but be careful where you put your money.
$46 million went into their own pockets. Instead, the money went to pay off other creditors and buy Ferraris.
Let's play that again. Listen to that number.
Instead, the money went...
Real estate scheme, taking $50 million in all.
Of which $46 million went...
46!
The money went to pay off other creditors and buy Ferraris.
Loftus says the money went...
And they'll talk about here, another guy had $27,000 a month American Express bill.
To pay for Croft's incredible car collection and Frost's $27,000 per month American Express bill.
Then, according to this lawsuit filed in Cook County, their accounting firm closed its doors with no notice in September, right before a filing deadline, leaving dozens of employees with unpaid wages and clients in the lurch. Then Croft and Frost went silent and have not responded to multiple requests for comment for this story.
They were complete frauds. Like, what they did is wrong, and they knew it was wrong.
Larson said he was gutted when he found out his investment
Emotion sells it, logic pays for it.
wasn't being invested.
Let it stop here. And I want Paul and JD, like, I want them to pay for it. Like, I want them to pay for what they did.
And he and other victims taking part in the class action lawsuit against the pair are speaking out in the hopes they won't be able to continue defrauding others.
They lied about what they were selling. You know, it's a false promise. When something's such a mess, we need government help to come in and help clean up the mess.
And they hope federal investigators might also take a look. In the Loop, Megan Hickey, CBS 2 Investigators.
Megan, thank you. This morning, the Cook County judge also entered a judgment for $500,000 against J.D. Frost in a related case.
That won't go very far, $500,000. These guys were into it big time. If it's too good to be true, folks, it always is. It always is. You just can't manufacture money out of thin air. Even the stock market these days is not a safe bet. And you know, personally, I've told you guys this before. It's not financial advice. It's what I'm doing. CD rates. I am into 30-day CDs right now. Been doing it for the last 2 years, and I'm getting like a 5.3% return. I'll take it. I'll take it. There's no risk. There's no risk in it, and I get my money every month. So there you go. Just something that the DJ Wonder Chrissy's doing, and not going to get rich off it, but hey, I'm getting some income, and if I live within my means and I don't spend more than I make, I'm good. I'm good, right? That's what it's all about. That's what I've been teaching you guys to do. So there you go. talk a little bit about the economy is showing cracks, folks. When Ford starts having cars pile up, when dealers start having cars pile up, when you see people running scams like this is just one. There's another one, but I don't have time to bring it to you today. Maybe tomorrow I will bring you some more. The guy just a town over scammed a bunch of people out of some money, and they caught him before he entered. He was going on an international cruise. Like maybe he was fleeing the law. Potentially. He was fleeing the law, it sounded like. They caught him in Florida right before he got on a cruise into international waters. So there you go. Like, share, subscribe. I am DJ Wonder Chrissy. We bring you Migrant Mayhem. We also bring you stuff about economics, the recession, banks, and finance. Comment down below. Share with your friends. We got a great channel here. Lots of topics, lots of videos. And we'll be talking to you on the other side. DJ Wonder Chrissy. See ya.